I'm Glenn with Glenn's Auto Performance, and this is my personal 1999 Chevrolet Silverado. Some of you guys might know it as the Gap Single Cab. It's kind of a reflection of what we do as a company and the parts that we offer, and really kind of the test mule for everything that I do for these trucks and what I've wanted to do for my own. So it's powered by a 6-liter twin turbocharged LS power plant. It's an LQ4 iron block motor, twin 64mm turbos, and it's coupled to a Tremec Magnum F 6-speed manual transmission, and it all passes through aluminum drive shaft, built 8.6 10-bolt custom axles. It's not too crazy in terms of the drivetrain, but it's a little wild with the turbo setup. So it's on mostly Ridetech suspension. It started all Ridetech. We've made some changes and some improvements to what we felt were lacking in some of the aspects for Autocross from the Ridetech suspension. It's got fully adjustable, custom fabricated upper arms on the front, 1,000-pound rate springs on the Ridetech HQ coilovers, Ridetech lower arms, and then basic Beltec drop spindles to help kind of set it down without wrecking the geometry too much. We've got the new Gap 16 6-piston brake package front and rear on it. Out here at LSFest has kind of been the test suite for that to see what that kit needs and how the bias rates work out. And we're getting some data on that and figuring out where to go with it, but it's performing really well and it's been fun to try out the new parts. It's WELD Ventura 6s, 20 by 11s wrapped in 305 width Falken RT660 pluses, the new size that they offer in the 20s. They've been working really well for the truck and its weight, so I'm happy with that. Obviously get a lot of questions about the custom aero on it. The front splitter was built in-house. That's a one-off piece we did for the truck. The rear spoiler, fully adjustable, built by K-Design specifically for the truck. We talked to him and worked out how we wanted that to mount inside the tailgate and the adjustability that we were looking for. And I really wanted something clean that didn't penetrate the exterior of the body. So if you removed it, there weren't any holes left in the tailgate or anything of that nature. So at 4-link in the back, coilovers. It's got 225-pound rake springs in the back with them being lighter. Ridetech 4-link, panhard bar setup. We did add a cross brace to the Ridetech system in the back because we tore the frame the first time out with the truck, really pushing it. So we ended up cross bracing the passenger side to the driver's side to help triangulate everything and make it a little more solid. It's all powered by Holley EFI, digital dash. It still has the factory PCM running standalone originally so that we could control the BCM and the factory gauge cluster. But we've left it in place in hopes that we might be able to utilize it for maybe some ABS. We're going to fool around with that and put ABS on the truck again and see how that does, and before we go full aftermarket ABS. The truck's a 100% street truck. It's got AC, radio, double din, Apple CarPlay, speakers, stereo, Dynamat. The cutouts, you close the exhaust, it quiets right down. You can take it down and pick up groceries. Got a full bed, so not afraid to throw 10 bags of mulch in the back at Home Depot. At the end of the day, it's still a truck. I wanted it to feel comfortable inside. I wanted it to look clean. So we basically built off of the factory 99 to 07 factory looking interior. We did dye it black. It was originally like the dark blue color that some of these trucks came with from the factory. Not something I was partial to. So we ended up going black. Running the Sparco seats on AFP brackets. I wanted a seat that was comfortable but wasn't too over the top. So I think those fit the bill. They've got some good bolstering, help keep you in place. I've got the Schroth harnesses adapted to those. That's a 6-point design, and it is one of the only harnesses that is DOT certified for street use. They've done all the NHSTA testing to make sure that those are safe to run on the street. And since this thing is primarily street driven, I did want a set of harnesses that were safe for street use. So again, it's on Holley EFI. It's got the 12.3 digital dash. It's got still got the 3.5-inch handheld screen that is adapted to the original cubby hole location there in the center console. And I still use that to trigger data logs and monitor a couple parameters that I don't have set up on the 12.3 digital display. The T56, or the Tremec Magnum F, is adapted to a TIC revolver lock shifter. It's got a 3-inch offset towards the driver's side, and with the F-body Magnum F position, it just so happens that it pairs it up almost perfect for that 03 to 07 style center console. So we cut the left side of that out, Still wanted cup holders. Again, with it being a street truck, you got to have a place to put your coffee. So we left the cup holders on the right side, offset the shifter some, and made that leather boot to fit in where we notched out that little insert for the center console. Did the headliner and wrapped that suede to match the inserts on the Sparco seats. It's got a harness bar in it from Renegade Racing. I don't know if they're still offering those or not, but that piece was something that they offered. We just had to notch the plastic so that we could get it all to fit in there and still run all the original interior panels. And aside from that, you know, at first glance, it might look like a factory interior, but the closer you look, you can see that there's a few little nuances that don't look so original.